Welcome back to another episode of Fail or Fire, the series where we show you what we think is a fail fire or just plain mid. I am your host, Thundarius, and I'm joined by my absolutely fire co-hosts.
Dude Shades.
I am one step closer to getting new internet, Dylan.
And we are Cyber Skull Media. Today, we have another Linkin Park for you guys. We have covered the first 3 Linkin Park music videos. The first 2 we were huge fans of. The last one, not so much. We get a little bit of hate in that video. But you know what? We're always going to be authentic and give you guys what we think, what our opinions are. And, everybody's going to differ on things from time to time. So today we are very, very interested to see if this one gets a fire from us or if it's just plain mid or maybe even a fail. You boys have any thoughts about it before we get into it?
I think it's going to be strong. This is the last release before the album drops. And I think they got to bring the heat.
Same thing. It's the last one before the album drop, so it's got to be good. And it's called Two-Faced. Half of it's going to be good, at least.
Well, let's flip a coin, as Two-Face would do. Heads, it's going to be good, a fire. Tails, it's a mid or fail. We'll find out.
Oh, come on!
All right, this is Linkin Park Two-Face. A live show format for the video. Looks like we're in the Matrix.
Hanging by a thread, trying to say I'm not, but I'm in it over my head. That's when I figured out where it led, beginning to realize that you put me over the edge. The truth's not rigid, the rules aren't fair, the dark's too vivid, the light's not there. I start to give in, but I can't bear to put it all behind. I run into it blind like Two-Face, caught in the middle, caught in the middle. Too late, counting to zero.
Holy shit, boys.
Yes.
What did we just get? I am so fucking thrilled right now. The coin lied. I wasn't going to tell you, but it said it was a tails. Fate lied to me. This is fantastic.
You're a lucky man.
This is it, man. I'm kind of glad that they didn't lead with this and they dropped it right before the release. This is amazing. Can we just do the reviews right now? This is crazy.
So the first 2 tracks that we got were very reminiscent of old school Linkin Park, but with the new flair of Emily's vocals. The last one was very, I don't know, what album did you say it reminded you of?
The last single that was a little bit more One More Light. Yeah, a little more pop oriented.
So it feels like they're bringing us through a progression. They gave us 2 to get us comfortable, 1 to test the waters a little bit with some more moving through their catalog. And then this one's like, hey, here's some new, fresh Linkin Park for you guys. What do you think? And I am on board.
I think the last one was like a rope-a-dope.
We found out after the fact that supposedly that's like a lead up to a heavy song, which makes it an odd choice for a single. But the way Mike is rapping on this is very reminiscent of like pre-Hybrid Theory, even a track called Carousel off of their original Hybrid Theory EP. And I love it. I love to hear Mike rapping again.
So our first verse by old Mike goes, "Get right. Last time I was hanging by a thread, trying to say I'm not, but I'm in it over my head. That's when I figured out where it led, beginning to realize that you put me over the edge. Your truth's not right, your rules aren't fair. The dark's too vivid, the light's not there. I start to give in, but I can't bear to put it all behind. I run it to it blind like Two-Faced. Over the edge, man. We walking on a razor's edge over here. Digging these lyrics in this one this time.
Oh, I'm ready to hit play again.
All right, well, let me go through the chorus and then we'll hit play and we won't have to hit it again. Two-Faced, caught in the middle, too late, counting to zero. You should have recognized it's too late for choosing sides. Two-Faced, caught in the middle, two-faced. We'll have to digest this song and then try to think what this might be about. Theoreticize, hypothesize, symbologize what this is about.
Mr. Brad Delson on guitar in the videos again. We've mentioned it in all the videos so far. Brad does not tour, but still very much a member of Linkin Park. I love to see him in the videos.
You told me it wasn't true and pointing every finger at things that you didn't do. So that's why I kept missing the clues and never realized that the one that did it was you. Your truth's not rigid, your rules aren't fair. The dark's too vivid, the light's not there. I start to give in, but I can't bear to put it all behind. I run into it blind like Two-Faced, caught in the middle, too late, counting to zero. You should have recognized it's too late for choosing sides. Two-Faced, caught in the middle. I can't hear myself think. I can't hear myself think. I can't hear myself think. Stop yelling at!
Welcome back to another episode of Blue Balls with Thundy. I'm sorry, I had to. I had to do it to you. Everybody just left this video right now. They're leaving hate comments that I blue balled them. I'm sorry, I couldn't help it. I had to.
You could feel it rising. It was ready to just go off.
This is the start of my villain arc.
It's your heel turn.
Maniacal laugh. Maniacal laugh. Maniacal laugh.
All right, so before we ride the rest of this out, because there is a minute left and there's not much left lyrically from what I can tell, it's going to be a lot of jamming out. So I just wanted to ride it out and really enjoy it. So I figured we'd break down that second verse since we like to do that on our channel. And then we'll get right back into it, okay?
Fair enough.
Last time you told me it wasn't true and pointing every finger at things that you didn't do. So that's why I kept missing the clues and never realized that the one that did it was you. Your truth's not rigid, your rules aren't fair. The dark's too vivid, the light's not there. I start to give in, but I can't bear to put it all behind. I run it to it blind like Two-Faced. Squeezed in the middle, smack dab in the middle.
Stuck in the middle with you.
Making Dylan real annoyed because he wants to hear the rest of the song.
I'm trying to think. I've been processing. Linkin Park, for as big as they are, they're fairly private human beings. So I don't really know who has done Mike wrong. You know, I feel like there's a legitimate beef. Somebody did him dirty, and I don't know who that would be.
Could he be talking about some of the fan base? Not everyone, but a section of the fan base that has been rather unkind to different things over the years and maybe pushed him to the brink a few times in his own life.
That's fitting. The album I mentioned earlier, One More Light, was pretty hated. People were very harsh, very critical. Took a huge toll on Chester's mental health. I know it took a pretty big toll on the band as a whole. It could be some of that, toxic fan base potentially, and that could be Two-Faced. They claim to love the band. They're their biggest fans, and then they go on all the chat rooms and just talk shit.
Like the line, your truth's not rigid, your rules aren't fair. Kind of fits that.
I heard rumors that I think it was Chester's mom was saying some things.
His mom and his son both have been pretty vocal about Mike Shinoda and the rest of the boys and going forward. Time-wise, it'd be kind of hard. A lot of that came out after the new band lineup was announced. I feel like this was something that was popping off before that.
Maybe.
All right. Well, I'll stop blue balling you and whoever's left watching this video that didn't turn it off immediately after I did that. And we will ride this wave the rest of the way.
I can't hear myself think. I can't hear myself think. I can't hear myself think. Stop yelling at me! I can't hear myself think. Stop yelling at me! Stop yelling at me! Stop yelling at me! Two-faced, caught in the middle. Caught in the middle. Too late, counting to zero. Counting to zero. You should have recognized it's too late for choosing sides. Two-faced, caught in the middle. 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 Two-faced.
Is that what it is?
That's what it is.
That's what it is.
That's what it
We're on the
is.
same page right now.
That's what it is.
We are on the same page right now. We absolutely
my
fucking
God.
are. Because that was fucking fire. That's right. Thundy took the lead today. I stole it from you because that was fucking fire. Where's it at? It was fire. Okay. Fire. That was fire. All right. I mean, the lyrics were pretty simplistic, but pretty meaningful, I felt. Call me a hypocrite. I don't give a fuck. The music in this one was so fucking good. The instrumentals were so fucking good. Her singing voice, so fucking good. Her screaming voice, so fucking good. I can't gush enough. This might be my favorite track so far on the album that they've released. And I am very excited to hear the full album now. I don't know if we're going to wait to watch more music videos. We may just have to start listening to it because I know Dylan already had his shipped out. So I don't know if I can hold back because if that's going to be reminiscent of a lot of the stuff we're going to get, I am 100% on fucking board for this, man. Who's next?
I'm going in. This was fucking fire. I can't say that enough. Mr. Hans Scratches, killing it. The instrumentals were phenomenal. It was rocking. The heavy track. Mike's going back to his roots with his rapping. Emily's got that. It's inevitable we're going to make comparisons, but like that very like manic Chester performance, you know, his behavioral. She's out there and she's putting everything into the performance. The scream was fucking epic. This is entirely like modern Linkin Park, but also like the little bits that made them who they were to so many people are all there. They're not rehashing, you know, they're not trying to go back to the well. This is something new, but classic. Not only do I think this is the best song that we've heard so far from the album, off the top right now, this is an all-time top 5 Linkin Park song, in my opinion.
Big words there.
This is amazing. It fucking blew me away. I had high hopes. You know, we all kind of shared that we expected they'd come out swinging right before the album drops. This absolutely crushed it. I didn't see this coming. It's a fire, and I'm even more excited to get that album and give it a spin.
He's got high hopes. He's got high hopes. All right, Shades, do you have high hopes?
Perhaps.
Shallow and pedantic.
I was very skeptical after the last one because it was definitely a rope-a-dope. It was just, I feel like they threw something at us just to see who's all going to stick around. If it continued like that, I don't know if I would have been, but it's definitely fire. It had a lot of newness, stuff that I don't feel like I've heard from them before. The vocals were fucking dope. Wasn't geniusness coming out of there, but it still was pretty good. And then the scratching definitely got me too. But from start to finish, I think I jammed out the most on that one so far. Definite fire.
Dude, I am so excited for this. I can't wait to see where the rest of the album goes. And we would absolutely love to see Linkin Park live in Omaha. That's our hometown show. So if anyone's watching this from Linkin Park, related to Linkin Park in any way, or is just loaded and wants to hook us up, we would love to go to the show, maybe meet the band, have a talk, maybe get a little video for the channel. It'd be really cool. We've been fans our whole lives. We outlined all of that in the Emptiness Machine video we did, but been very influential on all three of us since we were young. So that would be really cool.
It's been 20 some years since I hung out with Mike Shinoda. We need a reunion.
It's been 84 for me.
And I can still smell the fresh paint.
Go check out our boy Echo if you haven't yet. He did some coverage. What did he do? He covered one of the Linkin Park beats and then did something over it himself. You recall what it was, Dylan?
I think it's in the end.
Mike Shinoda liked it, maybe even shared it out after he saw it.
Okay. So that, what you're referring to is after Heavy as the Crown came out, Echo rapped a verse on there. Yeah.
Okay.
But also, Echo and Nate Vickers did an actual Linkin Park cover. So if you have not heard Nate Vickers featuring Echo, they covered In the End, and Echo wrote all new verses, and it's fucking dope. It's fire. There's not a video or anything that I know of, but if you have not, it's on Apple Music, Spotify, wherever you can listen to music. If you love Linkin Park, obviously Echo is somebody who's been inspired by hip hop and nu metal. Linkin Park's a big band for him. So show him all the love, please.
Absolutely. We have a playlist on our channel over every Echo video that we have covered since June. If you want to check it out, get a good introduction to him. He's got so much good new music, especially on his new album. But we're not here for Echo. We're here for Linkin Park. And we absolutely loved it. We've covered some other Linkin Parks. I may as well make it a playlist now. There's 4 videos. So I will pin the Linkin Park playlist at the end of the video if you want to see our other videos. It'll also be pinned next to the rest of our series. There's over 90 videos in this series where we cover a wide variety of music from a lot of artists that we really, really like. And some of them aren't that big. So let us know in the comments whether you thought this was a fail, fire, or just plain mid. Like and subscribe if you had a good time today, because we are Cyber School Media. This was Fail or Fire, and we will keep bringing you the heat. Until next time, we'll catch you guys later.
Later.
I can't hear myself think. Stop yelling at me! I can't hear myself
You broke it, sir.
How did I break it?
You started it over.
Dude, the earbud fell out, man. The earbud fell out.
Oh man.
Fuck.
It's a comedy of errors.
Fuck.
Mr. Han was scratching like crazy.
Yeah.
I was in the fucking zone. And then you started over. That's worse than blue balls. That's castration.
We'll put this in the outtakes and we'll go back and do that over.
Stop yelling!